elbow strikes. In this video, I'm going to cover 12 of what I believe to be the best elbow strikes for self-defense. So I'm going to share with you the 12 count elbow striking pattern of Full Circle Ernest Amano. Now, when I created the 12 count elbow striking pattern, I did so wanting to teach my beginner students how to throw an elbow strike at every angle. Now, what angles am I speaking of? If we look at the logo, we see a sun or a personal star, and you see there's 8 rays of the sun. These are the angles that I'm speaking of. These are also the angles of attack. In the center, you're going to see the red star. In this case, it's going to represent the thrusting elbows or spear elbows. So, keeping this pattern in mind, as well as the pattern on the ground in front of me, these are the angles that we will cover with the 12 count elbow striking pattern. Now, before I begin, with elbows, you can cut with the point of the elbow or you can smash. Keep in mind that if you're cutting with the point of the elbow, you're going to draw blood from your opponent. If you're concerned about getting blood on you in a self-defense situation, then I would focus more on using the forearm as an impact weapon and smashing, striking into the jaw or the side of the neck. Now, there are going to be times when you don't have a choice, because in the real world, in a fight, there's going to be blood. But if you can avoid it, I would suggest so. Okay? Now, as I'm throwing the elbow strikes, I'm going to be covering with the opposite hand. So it's either going to be a palm in cover or a palm out cover, because if you're close enough to elbow your opponent is close enough to elbow you. So, from a natural stance, I take a normal step forward. I turn my feet to 45 degrees. I'm up on the ball of the back foot. Both knees are bent, 50-50 weight distribution. My elbows are sitting on my rib cage. My chin is down to protect my throat, and my hands are open. The first elbow strike is a thrusting or spear elbow. That's number one. So number one is a thrusting or spear elbow. Number two is a thrusting or spear elbow. Now, on the spear elbow, make sure as you're stepping and you are thrusting, make sure you're extending your shoulder, whether it's the lead or the rear, to get more power. That's 1 and 2. Now, 3 and 4 is the horizontal elbow. This is number 3. Number 4, horizontal elbow. Make sure you're pivoting for power. 5 is your vertical upward elbow. Make sure you're pushing off your leg and pivoting for power. On the rear, same thing. Make sure you're pushing off that back leg and pivoting for power. Now, next, number 7 is the diagonal downward elbow. Make sure you're dropping your body weight on that downward diagonal elbow. 8, drop your body weight on that downward diagonal elbow. 9, just like the vertical upward elbow, you're going to be pushing off your leg on this number 9, which is going to be the upward diagonal elbow. Push off that leg for your upward diagonal elbow. And 10, push off that leg for the upward diagonal elbow. 11 is your downward vertical elbow, vertical downward elbow. Open up and bring that vertical downward elbow down. 12, same thing, open up and bring that vertical downward elbow down. Now, with the vertical downward elbow, you don't have to open up. You can keep it tight and rake down their face. So from here, as I cover, I can just rake down that face. Rake right down the face. In addition to practicing the elbows as I just did, you can also, if you're working on a bob bag or on a heavy bag, tie pads, focus mitts, you can grab on to simulate that you're grabbing the back of someone's neck, grabbing their clothing, or grabbing their hair, and you can pull your opponent into any of these elbow strikes that I just covered. So that is the 12 count elbow strike pattern. If you would like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.